We're doing Haste first.
Yep.
Excellent.
All right, I see an ad, so I assume we're live. I will now play the sponsor ad. Enjoy.
This video is brought to you by GameMaker. And if you've ever wanted to get into game development, GameMaker does this really crazy thing where it's free. Just start making and only pay when you want to release your game to the world commercially.
It's fast, it's user-friendly, and there's easy-to-follow tutorials, plus a dedicated community to help answer even my questions. How make man jump? GameMaker is a 2D game engine that's helped bring some of yours and my favorite recent experiences to life, like UFO 50, Chicory, Anton Blast, and of course, Yahtzee's own Starstruck Vagabond.
Ooh, are we talking about Game Maker? I love that program, it's so easy to use. As well as Starstruck Vagabond, I also used it to make all 12 projects in my 12 games in 12 months Dev Diary challenge. And I couldn't believe how much sex I got out of that. None. I got none at all. Which I couldn't believe.
So what are you waiting for? Head on over to the GameMaker link in the description and start cracking away today, because we want to play your game.
Yeah, looking through this list, I'm seeing one of you made Armpit Fart Tycoon, and I've got several questions for you.
Yes, armpit farts. I'm sure we can all appreciate that.
I think we all love a little armpit farts.
Welcome to Yahtzee Tries, everyone. I'm Yahtzee. I'm joined by Marty.
Well, hello, everyone. It is so windy out my window right now. Holy shit, what is happening? Sorry.
Well,
I was taken aback.
tell all those people to stop farting with their armpits. Yes, so, full disclosure, this week's going to be a little bit more along the lines of Yahtzee Tried. Because both the games I've got lined up for you today are demos I've already played and just wanted to play on stream because I like them.
That's a good sign. I like that.
Both demos.
These were both Steam Next Fest demos. Yeah.
What the hell is that? Why has Discord got a little picture of your face in the game screen? I want that to go away.
It's got a picture of my face in the game screen?
Yes. Why is it doing that? Make it stop.
What does that mean?
Tell it to stop.
I don't know. What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Well, it doesn't seem to be appearing on the stream, but there's a little overlay on the game that Discord has put up. How do I make that go away?
That's annoying. I don't know. Tell Discord to go away. Tell it to stop.
Go away, Discord.
Discord, stop it. Get out of here.
I don't know what the Discord. I'm sure it's showing on stream. I'll just try and not let it bother me.
Okay.
Now, is this character wearing a Mario hat, or is it just me?
Ooh. That absolutely looks like... I mean, it's a red hat with an M. Yeah. Which feels like a Mario hat. Wait, also, it seems like people are saying that YouTube is a slideshow right now. You have sounded fine to me, so this feels like it might not be an internet thing. It feels like this might be a YouTube thing.
Oh, bloody YouTube. I wanted everyone to enjoy this lovely game I found.
What, now I see it, it's fine. I think the YouTube disaster might be over. Is apparently fine. Chat, let us know if everything's fine on Twitch, everything's fine on YouTube. What I'm watching now seems fine. Seems better now.
Well, welcome to the world of Haste.
Oh, these are very anime-looking characters, let me say.
I deleted the save on my file, so I guess we're getting the tutorial now. But yes.
Yeah, so this is one of the biggest games of Next Fest I saw. One of the top 20 played demos.
Probably because it's good.
Ooh, Haste!
Because the gameplay style is it's Tiny Wings. Do you ever play Tiny Wings?
Yeah, I remember Tiny Wings back in the day.
On mobiles. You have a button to accelerate your downward trajectory. And you have to do it while going down slopes to increase your speed.
I like that. And this is by the same developers as Content Warning, which that was the 4-player silly horror extraction game that we played a year or two ago. And then they also did Totally Accurate Battle Simulator. And this is something they've just been plugging away at, like procedurally generated third-person runner.
Yes, it's just refreshing to play a game with a gameplay style we haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Well, we've seen it in Tiny Wings, but it's the first time I've seen it in third-person 3D cameras.
Yeah. Jonathan Ross made a goof that it's a Sonic game that a lot of people have tried to compare it to Sonic. It doesn't feel anything like a Sonic game, I will say.
It doesn't feel like Sonic. I'd probably like Sonic more if it played like this.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a pretty good speed traversal system.
Yeah, yeah. And then right off the bat, good to see everyone on YouTube, everyone on Twitch. It seems like all the nonsense has calmed down. And Garg Dargus resubbed over on Twitch on a 5-month streak. Thank you so much, Garg. Just as we, probably what the character is saying. Very excited to be playing this. What is it about you played this game and you without revealing too much, you said that you had a hard time pulling yourself away from it. Like what was it about this game that really stuck with you?
Well, as ever, it's the primary gameplay loop. I mean, I could take or leave the plot and the roguelike elements, but it's just this gameplay style. I could play this all bloody day.
Yeah.
It's just really satisfying to go really fast in it because it's quite easy to also fuck up. I think that's the important factor when it comes to video game traversal systems. It has to be very satisfying to be going fast in it, but it also has to be easy to fuck up so that you can feel like you're playing it really skillfully.
Yeah, agreed. It's also nice because it's these worlds are like relatively thin, but they have enough to them to where you have to make decisions on like, oh, do I crest this hill and keep going forward? Do I veer a little bit to the right and go towards these trees? Do I go a little bit to the left and try to scoot in between these ruins?
Yes. Then, of course, there's Slay the Spire style stuff.
Yeah. Because every game in the year 2025 needs to have that.
Yes, yes. We have to pick...
Legally mandated.
We have to pick an upgrade from a couple of options. That's the rule.
That might be the quickest thing that makes me roll my eyes in a game when they're like, you get one of these 3 things, and I'm like, I don't. What are we doing?
Well, so many games just, you know, I just kind of sick of every game being roguelike rather than designing its levels to have like bespoke and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem is people say like, oh, this game's only 10 hours and doesn't have replay, then I don't care. But I don't know if it's a good 10-hour game, I will replay it.
Fucking replay desirous. I did an extra punctuation entitled "The Fallacy of Replay Value." How rock in the face. That covers this subject rather well, I thought.
Yeah.
I don't care if there's like nutshell of that being that I don't care if a game's different every time I play it, because the stuff I replay, I just replay because it's good.
Yeah, because you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Quoten asks, was there a casual game where you did this but with a metal ball? You might be thinking of XO1. That was kind of like a chill game where you played as like a little ship or a ball that could flatten and do this.
Yes, that was chill. This is exciting.
This is exciting and hectic, and tries to bring in actual narrative
with fun music.
Mm-hmm.
Although I think the thing I don't like about it is that I don't really feel like these upgrades really change anything. I feel like I can get through the game perfectly well without any upgrades. Like after a while, because I've played a ton of this demo over and over again. After a while, I just stopped going to the super hard skull levels because, and when I got to the final boss of the demo, I never really needed any upgrades. They're fairly easy to just kill.
Yeah, that's always the tough thing. If upgrades are going to be like so small and inconsequential, and oh, you do this 5% better than you did it before, then kind of what's the point?
People are saying it's choppy again.
Oh, that's weird. It's still not choppy for me.
Are you looking at the YouTube stream or my feed?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess I was just looking at your feed. YouTube looks fine now. Was it just choppy when we went into
Wait, it's choppy when we're standing still, but fine when we're going.
Yeah, it looked like it was
fast.
choppy when we were in the chill zone, and is not choppy now when we're going a million miles an hour.
Man,
How the fuck does that work?
That's like the opposite of what you'd expect.
Absolutely. I guess that is to just reiterate. We are playing a pair of demos of indie games, so there might be some optimization nonsense going on behind the scenes.
I'm not convinced of that because it plays fine and the
yeah,
is fine.
yeah.
Oh, Sarlacc.
No.
Oh shit! Cracks on the ground. The end of the world is catching up with me.
And Tommy Salty, thank you so much for resubbing over in YouTube. Friend of the show, Tommy Salty, 15 months. Appreciate you, bud. Oh yeah, and that's one of the other things is there's you gotta go fast because there's like a void or some sort of evil, a malice chasing you.
It's coming to get you.
Yeah, and I like that you can kind of see it on the ground, like you can see it.
Yeah.
Destroying the land underneath.
Oh god, I didn't think turning the camera would actually turn
No!
the character.
No!
I just wanted to look at the void. Ow.
B-Smarch with a $5 dono over in YouTube. Thank you so much, B-Smarch. Good afternoon, gent. Same to you, B-Smarch.
Okay. Oh, that did not deserve a B. That was awful.
I feel like the last time we streamed, you were mad because you weren't getting the grades you thought you deserved. I think that was in Necro Dancer, Necro whatever.
I just don't like to not get the precise award that I think I should be getting.
That you've earned.
Is it choppy again? Let's test the theory.
Chat, is it choppy when it's just showing 2 JPEGs that are being highlighted during a conversation? I think the secret is just never engage with any of the auxiliary content. Just keep running.
Yeah, just never ever stop.
Yeah, chat's saying specifically when you go into the slow areas. That is weird.
Yes, I have no idea what to make of that.
It is weird. And like I said, in the Yahtzee sharing the overlay with me, and it looks fine to me. And then, no, sure enough, on the YouTube. Unchops as soon as you hit level select. Well,
wait, just YouTube? Is it fine on Twitch?
No. It's both.
Okay.
Shrug. Gravekeeper with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Gravekeeper. I'm so tired of the money per hour being considered a key metric for if a game is good. I agree, but like I get people are like, if I have X amount of money to spend on my hobby, I want to make it count. So I see where they're coming from. As someone who values his free time not more than he values his money, but I'm at a point in my life where I have the money to buy the games, but not the time to play the games. I do appreciate something that doesn't overstay its welcome.
I got the time to play them because it's my fucking job. I don't do anything else. Well, I do a lot of writing. This is like one of the bonus levels. You just got to color the world.
Paint? Oh, I like that.
Like it's the blob
Kokami or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is interesting. Like, I'm usually a little allergic to the idea of procedurally generated levels, but I feel like they work relatively well in this game, if only because you're constantly running, so...
It's just fun to play. There's no mystery behind it for me.
Yeah.
And there we go. One coloured world. Okay, the Scully levels are like super hard levels that where you're guaranteed to get an upgrade at the end of it.
Oh, nice.
And as
Oh
I
yeah,
say,
looks like you're in hell.
yeah.
You're in hell right now.
Or like a Destiny level.
This does look like fucking Mars or Saturn.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, half the difficulty of these levels is that I can't tell what the way forward is. Because everything in the distance is so gloomy. No, it was that way. I was supposed to turn left. Shit.
And everything's dark, and it's even hard to tell, like, the general, like, topography.
Yeah.
So what's going on? Occasionally you'll pull out a surfboard.
Yes, that's the boost.
You know. Okay, that's the boost. Gotcha.
As we do get perfect landings, we build up our yellow meter. And we can hold down the boost button to get our surfboard out for as long as there's yellow in the meter.
Love a boost meter. This has a really, like, it just looks good to go fast in this game.
And
it looks like you're always kind of in control, which is important.
Yes, kind of.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oh, look at the train. Oh, chugga.
Ow. Ow. Stop it, train.
So there's no jump, right?
Nope.
You kind of fall and then you choose to nosedive.
The only way to jump is to run off a ramp.
Yeah.
The cracks. Ah, banged my head on something.
What did you hit your head on? There was nothing above there.
It was the monorail
You got
track.
cheated.
Oh dear. Oh well. We'll just try that run again.
What do you think of the character design? I mean, you don't have to look at it most of the time until the game slows down, but like...
I guess my feeling is that it's kind of random. I mean, it doesn't seem like a character that you'd look at them and go, yes, this is a character who goes fast.
Sure. No, it looks like a shopkeeper or a mailman from like a 3DS JRPG.
Yeah.
And I mean that complimentary.
It's a quirky character from a new Zelda game.
Oh my god, absolutely, yeah. The remodel of the mailman.
Yes, but female because we're woke.
That's true. Oh no, woke got the haste. I can't believe it.
No. Whee!
It's also just nice colors. It's just a very simple, like, you look at it and you're like, well, this is a nice landscape. And I'm glad I'm running through here.
Yeah, watch me go. Yeah. Oh, landscape's less nice now.
No.
I broke my face on it.
She looks very non-aerodynamic with a lot of bulky clothing. It does feel like she's not dressed for this sort of speed running and gliding. I will say that.
No, there's a reason why they all wear leotards at the Olympics.
Yeah. King and Commoner with a $10 dono. Thank you so much, King and Commoner. My issue with this game was that I couldn't figure out the logic between perfect and good landings. Since it could make the difference between life and death with the boost, it stopped being fun.
I guess you've never played Tiny Wings, King and Commoner.
Yeah, I feel like it's something that you end up... It takes a little bit to get used to, but you do end up getting that kind of sixth sense of when to descend and when to go down.
I mean,
I think part of the thing is it's also procedure-generated levels, so...
Yeah. And it seems clear to me, you just have to, like, be moving at a trajectory identical to the slope of the ground as you touch the ground. See? Perfect. That's how you do it.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
That's what those little, even like the little, I feel like those gems are like kind of tutorial paths to show you, okay, the trajectory you should take on the way down.
Yeah, sort of. Way go right over the portal, I don't care.
Oh my god, holy shit! Oh no!
I'm dicing with death.
I guess the baggy clothes came in handy there, where you could kind of knuckle swing on the way down.
Yeah, maybe that's it. We're just wearing wingsuit, but only over the thighs. Whee! Whee! Whee!
Yeah, I'm curious what. I think this is one of those games that makes a really good demo and a really good first impression. And I know you liked it, and Casey wrote about it in a video we have coming out later this week. But I'm like curious where the game goes from here. Like, it's not like it has to deliver a ton of new ideas on top of this, because like you said, it's at a basic molecular level, really entertaining to play. But
yeah. I guess I'm expecting like interesting new hazards and interesting boss fights. I mean, hopefully we'll get to the boss fight. The course.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, the boss fight was fun. Needing to bang into like a big robo.
Well, and what were you doing in the game though?
But dude, listen, I'd probably bang into a big robo, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Eat that, Sonic the Hedgehog. I am good at fast games. Is this one choppy as well? This isn't the shop, but it's got
like
characters
a chill
to
area.
Yeah.
Chat is our little fireplace chit chat with Daro.
It's so chill, the frame rate is chilling out as well.
So weird. Again, it is choppy. What is happening?
Who the
Why?
I'm resolved to stop caring.
Yeah, I guess like the important parts are not choppy, so that's good. the technically advanced parts are not choppy for some godforsaken reason.
Huh. Wondering what's. Well, first I need to understand what it is that makes a game choppy when it goes out to YouTube, Twitch, because I remember something similar happened with Squirrel with a Gun. Like I had to lower it, the game looked fine on my end, but when I lowered like some graphical settings, it stopped being choppy on YouTube.
Yeah, it might be like something the resolution or something, or the hertz you're streaming at is not playing nice with the game itself during those specific scenes.
I mean, we could experiment. How about we enable VSync? Maybe that'll make a difference.
VSync's gotta fix everything.
Did that help?
Chad, how we feeling? How we feeling in this little town?
Oh, it's a fucking Scully level.
Scullies.
I hate the Scullies.
Oh, Quintuple said yes.
Oh, did that fix it?
Well, we've only got one. I trust Quintuple. Too many frogs. Far too many frogs incarnate. And all said, yeah, you fixed something. Whatever you did.
Huh. Well,
look at you working in QA.
Well, all I did was put VSync on.
You know what? I feel like you did a lot more. You did a lot more behind the scenes that people couldn't see, and that's what fixed it.
All right, fine. I am PC Game Master Race.
Sure.
I bent it to my will.
Finally.
Damn it. I couldn't see which way to go.
Oh my god, now the fucking goo is getting you. The goo!
Now I'm getting gooed.
You're getting gooed so hard.
Man, I got gooed right up the bracket.
Oh no, not the bracket. We need the bracket.
Ow.
You can get it with a great point. We have Scully levels, but are there any Molder levels? I understood that reference.
Well,
shout out to Darren, who wrote a book on that show.
He actually did.
Yeah, a literal book that I bought. And let me tell you, I delight to read.
Man, I wrote the book on the X-Files, is something Darren Mooney can say. What would you write a book on? I guess I'd probably do Red Dwarf.
Like if it was a TV show, Lost, I think would be the thing.
Okay,
I would write. Lost or Evangelion.
I think it helps to follow the little strings of items.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like they're placed purposely to kind of act as little breadcrumbs that won't lead you into harm.
Alright, well, no more Scully levels till the final boss. So hopefully we'll be getting
we're
to
so
that.
close. We're so close. Jonathan Ross is wondering, is it easy to get lost in later levels? It seems like the blue levels are easier to get lost in, right?
Yeah, it's literally just because I can't see the path coming up.
Yeah.
There's all these rocks in the way. Like, if that wasn't there, it would just be another level.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, we're so close to the boss. I can smell him.
Okay.
Do these? Do you know if these rewards like carry over between runs, or is it like you start fresh at the beginning of everyone?
Everything you get, you lose after the run. Okay, boss level.
Beautiful. Darwin wants to know, would you call this a podcast game?
Well, I've certainly been playing it while listening to podcasts, so
There you go.
yes.
Oh no, what's this volcano nonsense going on?
Hey, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be in Near Automata.
No, wow, that is 100% a little near boy. Big old near Robo Frog.
Yeah, just literally smash into them 4 times. That's the boss.
The speed combined with like the open field combined with the boss fight reminds me of little of the Pathless from like 4 or 5 years ago. It was the follow-up to Abzu. You played as like it was like some of the Journey devs. You played as like a svelte archer who would run through the world trying to take down these like 5 beasts that were similar to kind of like a Shadow of the Colossus beast.
Oh, yes. I think I played that.
Yeah. That came out. I think a lot of people missed it because it came out like the week that both the PS5 and Series X launched, so it got a little overshadowed by fancy new hardware. But
Ow,
yeah.
lava. Ow, stop it. No.
Sovereign with a $5 dono. Thank you so much. Ooh, you got lava.
Oh no, I died.
Rip. Thank you, Sovereign. Speaking of books about files, Yahtzee, will your next book be in the Data Files? Will be Data Files Book 3? I need more.
Yes, it will. I'm writing it right now.
At the end of the trilogy? The end of the trilogy?
No. Like my other series, Galaxy for Food, was a trilogy. This one's more in the way of a sort of Monster of the Week, Tea Time Detective show thing.
Gotcha.
That I'm just going to keep doing till I can't be bothered anymore.
Until you get sick of it, yeah.
Ow. You bloody robot.
Orwellian Son says, anybody excited for the Switch 2? I'm excited for the Switch 2. Its big reveal thing is 4 weeks from this morning.
Yay.
Yay, we'll probably see the new 3D Mario. You'll see if you're right or wrong about the new Mario game being open world.
Oh, is there going to be a new tentpole Mario game?
I imagine they'll show it off. Like, that would be silly of them to show the console and not show off a game they've been working on for years and years and years.
So are we... So we know they are announcing a Mario game. Do we know that?
No, we know the Switch 2 is being revealed in 4 weeks from today. And I think it is a very safe bet that a Mario game. Like, the only thing they showed off was the new Mario Kart. But I would bet money on a new Mario game being shown off.
I don't know. I mean, the Wii didn't have a new Mario game for ages.
Well, the Wii was bad. They didn't know what was happening. They were very confused.
I won. I beat the boss.
Oh my god. Look at the little explosions.
Yeah. And now we're going to Sonic the Hedgehog through the forest.
Oh my god.
And just a little cliffhanger
Who's
intrigue
that?
there.
Who was that?
You'll have to wait for the full game to come out to find out.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I completed the demo. Thanks very much.
I'm very proud of you. I feel like we should have chosen several more demos than we had queued up.
I'm going to keep playing this one for the rest of the hour because I like it.
Ah! Are you more of a Zoe person or more of a Riza person?
I like to think I'm a Zoe, but some people would probably say I'm more of a Riza, especially when I'm getting out of the shower. All right, more of the same game, please.
Beautiful.
Whee. No, Galaxy wasn't the launch title, Geese Guy 9. It was Nintendo for a while were trying to move on from their first-party properties because they figured they had a new mainstream audience that liked Wii bowling. So they thought, fuck the people who used to like Mario. We've got this whole new audience now. And it was all those guys for a while, but then it turned out, trend followers don't stick around. So then it was like, all is forgiven, audience. Here's that Mario game you wanted. That's history of the Wii. Little concise history of the Wii there for you.
Yeah. Yeah, the only, aside from Wii Sports, it just launched with Twilight Princess, which was also available day and date with on the GameCube.
Yeah. Some would say it was better on the GameCube.
That's right. One of them he was left-handed, and one of them he was right-handed. So
yeah, they literally had to flip the screen left to right for the whole game.
Oh, because I think normally he's left-handed, but they made him right-handed for the Wii version because that's where most players would be holding their.
Yeah, because most players are right-handed.
Yeah. That's what a
yes.
Video games are so dumb.
I know. Why have we been wasting our lives writing about them for so long?
I don't know. I think about that all the time. I like them, but they're extremely dumb.
Let's write about modern history instead.
Oh, great! Yeah, a lot of fun topics to unpack there.
Let's unpack the warning from history that was 1930s Germany.
Who would possibly make the same mistakes again? Definitely not us.
I blame the American education system.
Honestly, it's a fair thing to blame. Yeah,
should have been learning about World War II instead of the bloody pointless, stupid Revolutionary American War.
I think a lot of it is honestly Facebook. A lot of it is
that?
older people got on Facebook and they just get tricked all the time. My mom is very smart. She gets tricked by Facebook all the time. And I'm like, Ma, you can't be getting tricked by Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I take for granted how savvy I am for that sort of thing. Like, I'll be playing games on mobile, and then like a trick pop-up will come up saying, "Oh, looks like this game needs to download an update. Here, why don't you download it? Here it is. Here's the link." And I'm like, "Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
This game doesn't need an update at all. You're just trying to trick me into downloading something I don't want. You evil app." But, you know, that's easy for me to spot because I've been surviving on the internet for 30 years.
Oh, yeah. You go to any illicit sites and you're just, like, flooded with pop-ups. You're like, I gotta fight these in order to watch my illegal stream.
Yeah. All those banner ads that say, "We have detected your computer is running slower than it should be. Please download this entirely nice and friendly piece of software and we'll make your computer run good."
I would love to be that sort of innocent and naive to where I see that and I'm like, woo, I'm glad I went to this website, or else I'd be running slower than I could be.
I had no idea optimization was that easy.
Fungus Finder with a $2 dono. Thanks, Fungus Finder. The current US is just a logical conclusion of reality TV. I mean,
quite. Well, it started before then. I mean, it started with Reagan, if you ask me.
We saying that Reagan was a bad president?
I'm saying I'm saying he was a demented pillock. I barely knew where he was by the end of it.
Also,
familiar?
Not a great actor. Not even a great actor.
Well, he was in a movie with a chimp.
That's true. That gives him points.
In the moment Reagan, cracked the shell on, hey, you can just be president if enough people like you and not because you've got any fucking qualifications.
Yeah.
That was sort of the beginning of the end.
We draw a direct line from that to where we are now.
Not to sound like a rabid nationalist or anything, but you really should consider having the British parliamentary system.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. But, like, you guys aren't doing great over there, right?
Well, no, it's got its flaws. But, you know, every system has its flaws. Australia has, like, ranked voting, which so many people say would be great for any democratic voting system. And they still elect a whole bunch of right-wing assholes all the time.
Sure.
But the thing about the British parliamentary system that I think America would really benefit from is it's got this little thing called Prime Minister's Questions. Where instead of just living behind a wall of PR men his entire life, the leader of the country has to get up in front of all the elected representatives and answer questions without notes, without scripts, and just basically, you know, prove his case as leader of the country. Say, hey, I'm going to talk now. I'm going to talk about these topics you're going to throw at me, and by doing so, I will demonstrate why I should be in charge.
I legitimately can't fathom that in
and
America anymore.
And he has to do that every bloody week.
I legitimately cannot fathom that. Ijakar, I do agree. Mandatory voting day, like the election day, should be a
yes. Again, ranked voting and mandatory voting are both things Australia has, and Australia has still somehow elects shitheads like Tony Abbott.
It seems very simple. Shouts to Tony Abbott.
No, it's not what Trump's doing on Twitter, quoting Jürgen Licher. Because how it works in Prime Minister's Questions is that the questions are unscreened, and the Prime Minister has to answer, and he's not allowed to rehearse.
Mm-hmm. Also, Trump doesn't write those tweets. Also, he doesn't tweet. He goes on Truth Social, which is clearly a platform made for him. I just feel like we're at a point where you could just lie and there's no repercussions for it. So I don't even know where we go from here.
I know. Stephen in the chat saying, yeah, even with Prime Minister's Questions, they just evade answers and we still get fucks like Boris Johnson. The point is they have to put some effort in. They have to at least squirm a little bit to get out of answering the question.
Love seeing a person
squirm. They don't just get to like tell you to piss off or like have you removed from the room.
Yeah. It's almost like a creeping dread is constantly following us, destroying the ground from underneath us, and all we can do is just run forward through an unknown landscape.
Man, it's almost like watching the film Run Lola Run.
Oh, remember that movie?
Yeah.
That was a little video game movie. That was a little time looper.
Yeah, that was a fun little film.
You ever think about how often do you think about 12 minutes?
Well, I hadn't for quite a while until you just brought it up.
I'm just wondering. When I think about time loop games, that's like one of the 5 I probably go to.
I don't know. The first one that comes to mind is the Sexy Brutale for me.
Ooh, I think my first one is Majora's Mask, and then Outer Wilds, and then probably 12 minutes. I did like the Sexy Brutale quite a bit. Sovereign with a £5 dono, or a €5 dono. Thank you so much, Sovereign. To paraphrase John Oliver, Reagan did do some good. For example, 2004, and this is true, he died. Well, there you go. Shouts to Reagan.
I mean, he was against the Russians. He had that going for him.
Yeah, that was when it was fashionable to be against the Russians.
And I kind of wish being close to the pursuing horror didn't make the music fuck up. I mean, it's a nice effect, but I'm kind of trying to enjoy the music as well.
Yeah.
And if only like one step ahead of the darkness, it all sounds really discordant and weird.
Yeah, that's like an interesting broader topic in games of how to display danger or harm or losing energy or anything like that. And I understand wanting to convey it in a sort of in-your-face manner, but sometimes that's just not fun. Like the if you're playing a Zelda game and you're low on hearts, you have that like beep 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 beep, that noise that you're low on hearts, which is good to remind you that you need to get a thing. But if you don't find a heart in a little while, it just becomes extremely annoying. It's like I stop beeping, like I know that I'm in danger.
Yeah, they should do it like what your car does. It beeps if it notices you aren't wearing your seatbelt, but if you just carry on regardless, it stops after a while.
Yeah, but like, all right, fuck it, it's on you.
Yeah.
Like we warned you.
I've did my due diligence.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some games where you take damage and like blood will splatter on the screen, or the colors will kind of fade to like black and white sepia tone, and it's like, well, this is good to clue me in, but if it's literally obstructing my view, like you're punishing me for being punished.
Yeah. You know, I'm suddenly reminded of a Matt Hancock video I was watching the other day about dudes who jumped fences at zoos and tried to pet tigers.
God.
And like there was a story like that happened to a dude, and the policeman came and shot the tiger, and the zookeepers were like, "Yeah, I mean there wasn't much else he could have done. We support his decision at that point." And and like the journalist at the press conference was all like, how could this have happened? What more could you have done to prevent the harm coming to this noble endangered beast? And the dude was like, I think what we're learning is that sometimes like no education or protective measures in the world will stop people who just occasionally want to make a really fucking stupid decision.
Yeah. There's like no way to prepare for that, no way to stop it. It's just you have to deal with it, and a lot of times deal with it with the shittiest method possible.
At a certain point, you just have to leave it up to Darwin.
Yeah.
I say we did our part. We posted like a million signs saying not to jump into the tiger cage, and you did it anyway. What more could we have fucking done? Oh shit, a new minigame.
Uh-oh. What's this one?
This one is survive. Survive for 30 seconds.
Oh Jesus, fucking orbital lasers everywhere. Day says, just shoot the people who jump the fence. 2 birds, 1 stone. I think you have a different problem on your hands there.
I mean, God knows why, but for some reason, you know, morally, we still prioritize human lives over tigers.
Sure. I don't agree with it, but we do.
Even the life of someone who ignores warning signs and jumps over a fence because he wants to pet the big old kitty witty.
The kitty witty.
And this story was a real, like, you know, eye-waterer. Like, the dude was, like, called the police. Like, they played the 911 call. Dude was like, send the fucking police. There's a tiger currently eating me. And, the police got to the zoo, and obviously they didn't know where the tiger was right when they first got there. They had to be shown around by someone. So that was another, like, 20 minutes of the dude. And the really astonishing part was when they finally, like, shot the tiger and got it off the dude. The story went on to say, after he got to the hospital, the surgeon was fairly confident they could save the arm. And I was like, what? There shouldn't have been any fucking arm left. That tiger was chewing on it for 30 minutes.
If you're being attacked by a tiger, you need to call the police to be like, please send a car here. Like, I feel like at that point, you should be dead. Like, the tiger should have finished you.
Well, here's the thing. He was reaching his arm through the bars of the cage to pet the tiger. So the tiger couldn't get to him. It could just, like, clamp down his arm and make sure he couldn't pull it out again.
I feel like for the rest of that guy survived, and for the rest of his life, he should not be able to drive a car. He should have no control over anything slightly dangerous. Like,
we could have saved the arm, but we didn't think you'd learn anything if we did.
Yeah. Genuinely silly. Unky Dave, thank you so much for the Prime sub over on Twitch. Just as a reminder to people, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a monthly Prime sub to use. We appreciate it if you use it on us, but just use it on someone. Don't let that fucking Bond villain Jeff Bezos take those Prime subs to the grave.
Use it or lose it, baby.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I died.
I feel like you shouldn't have died there. You were up in the air. Like, that was safe. Marauder.
the end of the universe can't really be held back by
That's
jumping up
true.
into
You
the
can't.
air.
The floor isn't lava at the end of the universe. Purple Marauder with 50 Norwegian kroner. Thank you, Purple Marauder. Deep Rock Galactic has special music when danger looms. It makes it more intense.
Well, that's the classic way, isn't it? But on the other hand, sometimes, you know, you can sort of game the system by noticing that the music has stopped, and therefore you got nothing to worry about.
It's Gears of War is always a series that, like, when you hear the music die down, there's like a brimp and everything calms down, and you know you're not in danger anymore.
Yeah, I kind of don't like that. Although Friday the 13th, the game, sort of made a mechanic out of it. Like, if you were playing as Jason, one of your superpowers was that you could mute the music that played whenever you were near.
Oh, that's interesting. And that's something that was, like, in the movies. Like, not that the characters would hear it, but like, the audience would be cued in that he's coming up.
But it would always go quiet right before he appeared.
That's right. So you can get the big old jump scare.
Yeah.
King Dad with a $2 dono. Thank you so much, King Dad. I feel like the tiger deserved to keep the arm. This 5-armed tiger? That could be good.
Yeah, I mean, certainly didn't deserve to get shot.
Certainly didn't deserve.
Because there was another story about, you know, getting a tiger away from chowing down on someone's arm, and this time it wasn't a cop; it was an actual zookeeper, and they just sprayed the tiger with water like a naughty cat, and the tiger just recoiled.
And the tiger was just like, fuck, get out of here.
The tiger just recoiled and pissed off.
I like that. More of that, please. And then Zakaros resubbed on Prime on Twitch. 7 months. Thank you so much, Zakaros. Incarnadine gifted a sub over to Blue Mage. Incarnadine, I feel like you might have gifted a sub to Blue Mage over on my channel too, which is huge, Incarnadine. And then Zenutha also resubbed on Prime. There, Marty, take my Prime sub. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't even realize you could put messages in Prime sub resubs. That's a fun fact. That's the first time I've seen that. Oh no, Unky Dave said Zap. Never mind. I'm just being dumb.
Yeah, perfect zone out game, this.
Yeah.
You just talk about tigers the whole time.
I think this is the true story, but this might be a lie, but whatever, it's good. The developer of this, a small team who they made that totally accurate battle simulator, which sold a shit ton of copies, and so kept them afloat for a long time. And so they just do game jams all the time and work on small things. And once something gets far enough, if they like it enough, they kind of lean into it. And that's what happened with Content Warning.
I think Content Warning does something similar, yeah.
Yeah, they have their Amnesia Fortnights, where that's where stuff like stacking and Iron Brigade and stuff like that came out before. And I think this was also one of those, which is pretty cool.
Yes. It's certainly got the experimental vibe of something like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it also feels like there
was a Game Maker's Toolkit video recently on coming up with good game ideas. And indeed, one of his suggestions was like take an established mechanic and sort of reframe it from a new perspective.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. It's Tiny Wings, but 3D.
Tiny Wings. Yeah, yeah. It also feels like there's tech behind this that could... Like, not that this feels like a tech demo, but the procedural generation feels pretty good in this. And it feels like it's something that could be used elsewhere.
Although I haven't really paid attention to the levels to determine if they are procedurally generated. They could just be like 5 different levels for all I know.
I think I read that because we covered this. I wrote a script for this for one of our little "Hey, have you ever played this?" indie shorts last year, and I said that in the short, and I'm pretty sure I didn't make it up. But it's I'm gonna be honest, it's possible I did make it up. So
I mean, it's possible that you could be wrong. Although,
it's absolutely possible. I feel like I wouldn't say that without having read that. Jamie the Average resubbed over on Twitch using their Prime sub. Thank you so much, Jamie. Any thoughts on 2 Point Museum? This is a game I kind of had my eye on. Like, how do you feel about those kind of like build a theme park, build a blank games, because 2 Point Museum just came out, which is
they don't really click for me.
Yeah,
like management games never really have. I'm not, as I said in my review about my semi-emblematic about games I just can't get into. I'm not really a big picture thinker. I like being given a problem, solving it, and moving on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's obviously that attitude sort of doesn't gel with management on any level as a mechanic.
Sure. Those are like in the piles of games I like theoretically, but I just don't play. Like there's 2 Point Hospital, 2 Point Campus, any of those theme park making games. Like
I played Evil Genius.
Yeah.
But that was mainly because I enjoyed the theming.
There's also, I think, an indie game came out or is coming out soon that was similar to, was it Sid Meier or Peter Molyneux? The Movies? Where you build like a Hollywood backlot kind of thing?
Ooh.
Might have been Molyneux?
There was a name on that.
I think it was Molyneux.
Do you think?
The Movies, the game.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Oh, yeah, it was Lionhead. So, yeah, it was... I guess it wasn't Peter Molyneux's, it was Lionhead.
Right.
So, his... Yeah. But, yeah, like, I think that's a cool... Like, as someone who likes Hollywood and all that stuff, that feels like a thing I would like, but... I don't know, the actual moment-to-moment doesn't really gel with the way I think.
No. Ow.
I know that 2 Point Hospital, though, has gotten very good reviews. So apparently it is pretty good.
It's like a sort of spiritual remake arrangement with the Theme Hospital, as I understood it.
Yeah.
Which, as a title, doesn't make a whole lot of sense, except that it's like a follow-up to Theme Park.
Yeah, but a theme park is a thing where, like, the theme...
And a theme hospital is not a thing. No.
It's not a thing. You can't just take the word theme and be like, oh, we're going to use it everywhere.
That was Bullfrog, if memory serves, the old Amiga area developer.
Who I think eventually got gobbled up by Xbox and shuttered.
Yep, sounds
like
about
so
right.
many other studios. Yeah.
Like Theme Park was like the game in its niche before Roller Coaster Tycoon came along and stole its crown.
Yeah. Bookworm also mentions the Kairosoft games. I played Game Dev Story. That one was pretty big when it came out 15 years ago, probably. I think I played that. It was like an early iOS game I played.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, EA bought Bullfrog, not Xbox. Sorry. So EA bought Bullfrog and then closed them.
Yeah, I assume they've been shut down now. Yeah, that's the usual pattern.
Yes.
Man, 90s era British game developers were really pushing the boat out.
They really were. It's funny how it feels like so few of them remained.
I know.
I guess Rare is still around, but like in a different form.
Core Design, who made Tomb Raider, they were British.
Yeah.
Bullfrog were British. They made Syndicate.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, Lionhead.
DMA Design, they made Lemmings and then Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. I've been going through a lot of my next episode of the archive is about a strange N64 game of theirs that I really love. But going through the things they did before they made GTA and sort of just transitioned into Rockstar proper.
This isn't really like a national stereotype, but I think it's true to say the British are an unusually creative people.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many like iconic writers and poets.
Right. As I'm fond of telling you, I grew up in the county where Shakespeare was born.
That's right. Yeah. What do you think? What's that? Like, are the arts instilled at a young age?
It's possible, but you know, all the examples of very, very early classic literature, the Canterbury Tales, Beowulf, and Shakespeare were all British. Actually, I'm not sure what Beowulf was. Someone correct me on that.
I don't even know what Beowulf is. I can't believe they combined a bear and a wolf.
The Arthurian legend, like the Mort de Arthur.
Was it a man named Beowulf? Are you just saying Beowulf?
No, Beowulf. About the hero Beowulf who defeated Grendel and his mother.
Oh, Beowulf. Sorry, I thought you were saying Beowulf.
No.
Like a bear and a wolf. Beowulf. Yeah. No, I know Beowulf. Not like I don't know him like formally, but I've read Beowulf and Grendel and saw the hit film.
The Arthurian legend is literally French, lol. Well, there were the ties between Britain and France, so this might be surprising to hear considering their later history, were actually very close around that time.
Geographically very close.
Yes. Because obviously Britain, as an island, had a lot of Gallic tribes settling in it.
Yeah.
Especially back in like the sort of Roman era when the English Channel wasn't so high and it was much easier to cross.
I mean, is there a like the Arthurian myth isn't attributed to someone, right?
No,
it's not like Homer and the Odyssey or anything like that.
No, it's more the Robin Hood thing where it's more sort of like legends passed down.
Sure.
I think Mort d'Arthur was just the original like compilation of the folklore.
Yeah.
The way Grimm's fairy tales didn't come up with those; they just compiled folk tales from the region.
Sure. Yeah, well, that Casey with a good point says also probably a strong possibility that the whole being an empire thing might have pushed British creatives across the world a bit more than others.
No,
also true.
Well, you're probably right.
Also not wrong there.
That's why American TV is seen everywhere now, by this similar principle.
Also, it's just good. It's good. 24, Jack Bauer. Everyone loves that man.
Would you, if you had to choose a JB? Would you rather be James Bond, Jack Bauer, or Jason Bourne?
Ooh. I think Bond, like... Jack Bauer, that's a very stressful day.
Well, with all the
Bourne
shaky camera work,
like...
yeah, it's probably give you a headache.
Bourne is constantly like, I've been denounced by my government and I'm just having a bad day. Whereas Bond is like, well, at the very least, if I die, I get to dress nice, drink good liquor, and probably sleep with someone who's really attractive. So that's a nice way to go out.
Well, Bond's gone on so long and been played by so many actors. At various times, he has been both of the other two. Like
Daniel Craig went through the whole thing. Yeah,
Daniel Craig was very Bourne-y. I want to say Timothy Dalton had like Jack Bauer-y vibes.
Yeah. What Bond do you think was having the most? Like, if you had to become one Bond to just have a good time, is it like Roger Moore? He was having the best time. Like
Roger Moore, obviously, because he was the one having fun with it. Everyone else was just being serious and psychotic.
Yeah, and his like problems were like, you got to go up in space and fight the man with the big mouth.
Yeah, and then become friends with the man with the big mouth.
Love the man with the big mouth. Shout out to him.
Yes. Like, if you've ever seen the Roger Moore James Bond films, quite a contrast. He was really leaning into the goofiness of the character. There's a sequence in one of like the Roger Moore James Bond films where he like does a stunt over a ramp or something, and then they just cut to a pigeon doing a double take. Just this pigeon that doesn't know what the fuck.
When you've impressed a pigeon, you know you're doing something right in life.
And it's like, hey, I'm the one with wings, asshole.
Yeah, Chad, I think Brosnan was interesting because I feel like Brosnan straddled having the fun of Moore with bringing in the sad boy energy of Craig.
Yeah, Brosnan was covering a couple of like tones. It varied from film to film. Like Sean Connery's Bond was serious in some films and goofy in others.
Sure. Yeah, it kind of depended on the script and the director. Garg Dargis, thank you so much for resubbing over in Twitch as well, and gifting a sub over to Myra. Appreciate you, Garg.
How lovely.
What a nice little Twitch community. I mean, YouTube, you're doing fine. Yeah. I'm just saying, the Twitch community being very nice today.
We should appreciate them more.
Oh, But let me tell you, the secret mixer community, that's where the real sickos are at.
Ow. Lasered my face off.
Classic laser face.
An occupational hazard.
Ah.
Would you ever get laser eye surgery?
No. But the reason's twofold. A, the idea of a laser near my eye seems fucking awful. And
Yes.
B, I just like glasses. I think I look better with glasses, and I've just grown so used to glasses that I'm fine with them.
I thought about it. I wore contact lenses for a while, just to sort of see how I look without the glasses look. And I considered laser eye surgery, but I heard too many horror stories, I guess. I mean, even if it doesn't go wrong at the time it's happening, it can sort of like reverse itself, and you have to get it done again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess has it, I don't know, that my eye might be ignorant, but it feels like it hasn't been around long enough to know what the side effects are going to be 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road. But I guess you could say that on anything. Like, any medication I take, we probably don't know what it's going to do to your body in 10, 15, 20 years. Snake the Garden gifted a sub over on YouTube to Sovereign just to prove a point that YouTube's not full of cretins. Appreciate you, Snake. Haste. I'm gonna be honest, thumbs up. I know this gets a thumbs up from me, from you, and from Gacy, so 3 thumbs up.
Excuse me a second, I'm just going to see if I can disable that fucking overlay.
Whatever that was. And then Grey Jester resubbed on Prime over in Twitch. Thank you so much, Grey Jester. Tijakar here, just remembering to share my basil bucks. Grey Jester, you are Tijakar? That's insane. That's like a mind-blowing moment, because I've seen you on both, never realized you were the same person. Names aren't even similar. What a time to be alive.
Does anyone know how to disable the in-game overlay in Discord? Oh, here it is. I found the game overlay screen. Enable overlay? No, do not enable the overlay.
Disable it.
No, I'm not going to fill in a survey explaining why I don't want the overlay on. Piss off, Discord.
A survey? Get out of here.
They do seem to be proud of the overlay. I got a window when I started Discord today saying, hey, we've fixed the overlay. It's good now.
That is fucking goofy.
But I can't be asked. So, our next game, which was recommended to me by Nick, and as is quite rare, I actually rather enjoyed.
I think we said Nick recommended 2 games in a row that you didn't hate. And then he might have recommended a third that you immediately said you didn't like, which was pretty good.
Yeah, Nick has a poor track record with recommending games for me.
I think he recommends a lot. So it's a real scattershot, fire and forget approach.
This game is called White Knuckle. It is a first-person climbing simulator that's also roguelike and a speed climbing simulator.
Okay, that's a lot right there.
And as you know, as an indoor rock climbing enthusiast, I like a nice climbing game. So how this one works is you got 2 hands, obviously.
Yeah.
You hold down the right mouse button to grip with the right hand and hold down the left mouse button to grip with the left hand.
Nice.
And you press space to climb up on things. Simple enough, really. And you pick up tools and stuff that you can put in your inventory to aid in your climb. Like this, for example, is a piton. I will put
piton?
Yes, if I have a piton, I can like hammer it into a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, look, one-handed ladder climbing. I'm hardcore.
Oh my god, look at that. 1 hand on the ladder, 1 hand on the piton.
Piton.
Also, welcome Dark Machine Games over in YouTube.
Oh, Dev's in chat.
I want to warn you that you might have made this game.
Dev's in chat.
Oh no, you got a piton. So left mouse is left hand, right mouse is right hand.
Yep, I'm just alternating clicking there.
Okay.
And
whoa!
There's some tentacles that want to scoff me, and I do not want to be scoffed.
I was genuinely taken aback by this because I did not play this demo, and I'm used to these climbing games kind of being quiet, atmospheric dread games. And I'm not used to them just having a big old goddamn tentacles in there.
No, in like curious contrast with that previous game, after a while you sort of like this tunnel starts filling with water and we get chased.
Oh no.
We get chased up the wall.
These kind of remind me of what are those things in Half-Life that can grab you and suck you up to the ceiling? Ceiling suckers.
The barnacles. No,
barnacles. That's what people call
suckers,
them.
No.
That's what we call them in the biz. James Morgan with a $2 dono going back to our previous conversation. Arthur started with the Welsh specifically. What people are telling us it's French. People are telling us it's Welsh. What's going on here?
Merlin's from Cornwall originally.
Shouts to Merlin, by the way. What a wizard.
Okay, looks like we're gonna have to use pitons. Just hammer that in.
Beautiful, wonderful pitonin. Wizard of the Void with a $7.73 donation, which let me tell you, I appreciate the specificity. Going back to the B last name, folks, Bond would be my preference just because of Q. I mean, Bond has got good pals. Q, M, Moneypenny.
How do you think Bond's going to do being owned by Netflix?
I think we're going to get a glut of Bond stuff. I think some of it will be good, but I think there will be a lot of shitty Bond very often. Much like what we see with Star Wars and Marvel and whatnot.
I think there's going to be like spin-offs. I think there's going to be like the Adventures of Q.
I think there will be young Bond. I think they will bring back... I think we will absolutely see Pierce Brosnan as Bond again in the next 5 years.
Oh, I got barnacled.
You got barnacled. Horribly devoured. Horribly devoured.
It is a procedural game, and it doesn't usually get that hard that quick.
Horrible. Oh, we said Netflix. We meant Amazon. Yeah, sorry, chat. Slip it down.
Much for muchness. Same thing, really.
Bunch of Richies.
I mean, they're all going to buy each other at some point, and all be the same company anyway.
Also, chat, if 10 people correct us on the same thing, all 10 of you go to jail. Those are actually new rules.
Yes, especially if they all give different answers.
Yeah.
Oh, I drowned.
And then Zarthur with 10 biddies over in Twitch. Thank you, Zarthur. What I don't like about 3D Sonic games and lookalikes, going back to the previous game, is how super speed jumping makes you float so much and completely skip the platforming path. However, this game is built around it, and I adore the demo. Also, hello, peeps. Yeah, I thought Haste was great. So there's no like a stamina meter or anything here, right? You just climb to your heart's content.
You might have noticed my hands turn pink as they grip.
I like that.
Fade back to white over time.
Oh,
because obviously your hands have like individual stamina.
Yeah, I like that.
Which I do like because that is another thing that reminds me of real life climbing.
Sure.
Because sometimes you just got to let go with one hand and hold on with one hand and just shake the one you were using.
Let me tell you, that makes the title White Knuckle even better. This White Knuckle, a lot of times we only point out bad game titles. And Haste, Broken Worlds, I like the title. I like the word Haste. Broken Worlds doesn't need to be there. Yeah. White Knuckle, just a very good title. Top bottom.
No, I'm with you on that. It is very efficient titling.
Mm-hmm.
Although, kind of makes you think more of roller coasters than climbing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like holding on to the sides, being a little scared. But you got literal white knuckles in here, which is good.
Well, not anymore.
Fun to find her. No, pink knuckles. Red knuckles.
Cockroach knuckles.
There's only one red knuckles in my book, and he's in echidna.
Oh, God.
Think about that. I'm a hedgehog.
Oh, hey.
It's so far away. How are you going to get there?
Yeah. Yeah. That's how.
Oh, but you got a red knuckle. Watch out.
Oh, just
but now you got another red knuckle. No.
I'm just holding on with one hand and letting the other one heal. That's the technique.
Oh, I don't like any of this. This makes me nervous. Oh, everything's red. I don't like any of this.
It's all right. There we go. At the top. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was horrifying.
I didn't have any
pitons. Oh, SB-17. So this is almost like what are those things? SB-17. SCPs. Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots.
Man, I haven't got any pitons. Now what?
Oh no, what pitons?
Oh, hang on. Just see if I can grab onto the edge of this light.
Oh, also, as a reminder to folks, so these demos were available during Steam Next Fest. However, even though Steam Next Fest is over, they're both still available. So we're not using like fancy codes or anything. You can play Haste for yourself, which I'll put in both chats, and you can also play White Knuckle for yourself, which I'll put in both chats. Momentarily.
Okay. Just shaking it off.
I like to hit Taylor Swift song. And there you go.
Wasn't it a Benatar song first? Shake It Off? What was the song?
I only know a Taylor Swift song.
There was a song in Guitar Hero called Shake It Off, and I think it was Pat Benatar.
Guitar Hero, shake it off. I want to shake it off. Shake it off. Come on, shake it off, baby. I don't think that's called Shake It Off.
Are you sure? I seem to remember it being called Shake It Off. Because I get what I like and I like what I see.
Yeah, I know that song. It is called... Nope. They're saying Heartbreaker? Hit Me With Your Best Shot?
No, it's neither of those songs.
It's Take It Off.
Oh, it's Take It Off. Okay.
Oh, we were saying shake it. I mean, you got to take something off. You can also kind of shake it off a little.
Yeah, I mean, the act of taking something off can involve shaking it off.
Think about it. Chad, I want y'all to sit there and I want y'all to think about it. Fungus Finder with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Fungus Finder. Back during the Half-Life streams, I let Marty and Casey know that a barnacle has the largest genital to body sized ratio in the animal kingdom.
Yeah, I knew that.
Now you know, yeah.
We've all watched British panel shows. We all know that little fact.
I haven't all done that. I haven't done that. I learned from Fungus Finder and I forgot about it until this very moment. And I'm going to forget about it.
Barnacles have to have extremely long penises because they never fucking move. How else are they supposed to reach the lady's vagina?
Sure. So is that like what's going on when these barnacles reach down for you? Is that they're like
yes, I'm being attacked by their penises.
Are they fat hogs?
Yes.
That's not good.
Well, they're not very fat. The barnacle's penis looks more like a piece of string than anything else.
Sure. They're like me for real, for real.
All right, checkpoint.
Beautiful. What?
These I haven't demonstrated these spikes yet.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different tools.
Oh, it's the fucking barnacles again.
Oh no, the barnkeys.
Oh, I fell. I fell.
What's the I don't have sound. What's the soundscape like? Music? Is it just atmospheric? Is it like a dread tone?
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah.
It is what we call a dread tone.
Yeah, I'm feeling that right now.
You. Ladders, ladders, the easy way to climb a wall.
What's the longest ladder you've ever climbed? Because I'm realizing I haven't climbed that long of a ladder.
I don't fucking know. Okay, so... Click. They're literally just like javelins.
Okay, and you can get them to...
Yeah, they stick into a wall, and you grab them, and you climb. Oh god. Ladder, ladder, ladder! Give me that ladder. Oof. Shit. Red. I'm red.
Beautiful. Oh no, red! Ah!
Oh,
beautiful.
Okay. Feeling better now. Shaking it off.
Beautiful. Just like the Pat Benatar / Taylor Swift song. Evil Engine number 9 says, I've climbed a ladder truck fire truck before, which makes sense with the name Evil Engine number 9. I want to say it was 200 feet. That's got to be the longest ladder anyone in this chat's climbed. No one's climbed a ladder longer than 200 feet. That's huge.
There was like an old fireman training facility in Brisbane near where I lived. And it was literally just like a set of stairs that went nowhere.
Oh my god. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
I don't want that. Yeah, I think about a 15-foot ladder is that's high. I don't have like a fear of heights. I just don't want to be climbing a ladder though. Get me out of there.
Well, at some point, fear of heights is just sensible survival like
Sure.
instinct. Yeah, obviously be afraid of falling off the World Trade Center because you'll probably die.
But if like it's like I've been to like rooftop bars or restaurants with people who were like didn't even want to look at the edge, and I'm like, well, we're not going to fall off unless you like jump off. But there is that also that everyone kind of has that. Well, maybe I'm sure a lot of people have that kind of feeling where you see an edge and you're like 1% of me wants to jump off.
That's
see what happens.
Yes, that's the Call of the Void is what that's called.
Love that. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that had a cool name. I thought that was just me being weird.
It's just the weird instinct to either, hurl yourself off a high ledge or drive into a concrete traffic barrier.
Yeah.
Just the weird fleeting instinct to destroy yourself.
100%. All right. I'm glad that I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I've had that. I've been like walking down the street and a car's been coming and I was like, I could just jump in front of it. That's something I could do. Shit.
Call of the Void is a really good term for that. That's like a deeply impressive term for that.
Yes. It's right up there with Esprit d'Escalier.
What's that? You got to teach us that?
It's French for the spirit of the staircase. And it refers to suddenly realizing what you should have said as you're leaving the room.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's I think the way to subvert that is just fire and forget. Just give him a goof off the hip, then walk out of the room and be like, well, that's all I had.
Yeah. But sometimes the moment's just gone,
Sure. And then you get your jerk store called "She's Running Out of You" moment from Seinfeld and doesn't land.
Okay. What's the best way up? Let's shove
Yeah, what are you like?
Shove a Pete on in there, I think. Yeah. And now there's a Pete on there, but it doesn't really go anywhere.
Huh. So is this? I'm assuming this is another game with some sort of procedural generation. Like I'm assuming the layout isn't the same every time you play it.
Yes, very much so.
It feels like climbing games have become in vogue over the past couple of years in a way that...
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I feel like before climbing was Mirror's Edge kind of introduced like the parkour game. Yeah. We got our Ghost Runners. We got parts of it introduced in stuff like Titanfall and the Star Wars games.
But this sort of realistic climbing is still like very much staying in indie worlds.
Yeah.
AAA games have your easy mode climbing where you just press jump towards a ledge and he does all the work for you. But the best sort of thing where you manually control both your hands, that's still like an indie genre. Although, as you say, it's been coming up quite a bit lately.
Yeah, Valley Peaks, the cartoony one where you're a frog the other year. Jasant, I know Cairn is supposed to be the big upcoming one that is very quote-unquote realistic. I know that definitely has pitons and whatnot in it.
I found a floppy disk. Don't know what it's for.
What are we gonna do with that?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just show it to a lady and say, "Hey, have I shown you my floppy?"
I feel like you're not going to meet a lady in this place.
Well, you never know.
It's true. We don't know.
Always carry a condom in your wallet because you never know.
Or a floppy disk. People love floppy disks.
I used to carry a condom in my wallet in my bachelor days.
Look at you.
Most of them would just rot in there. I think one time I used a condom that I kept in my wallet when I successfully hooked up one night.
I'm proud of you. I just feel like I wouldn't try. I feel like I wouldn't trust putting a condom in my back pocket in my wallet over the course of a night, weeks, months, whatever. Like that, it would just get torn up or something. I feel like I would rather just like the thrill of going to the corner store, to the bodega, and needing to stumble in and buy one. There you go. American Fear says, "Congrats on the sex, by the way." Thanks, American Fear. Yeah, I don't know why I said thanks. That was Yahtzee who had sex. So Thanks on his behalf.
Tons of sex. I got 2 kids, baby.
Oh my god. Impossible. I didn't even realize you could have 2 kids.
I know. Just think. Most people have sex more number of times than the number of kids they have. So just think of how much sex I must have had.
Over 2? Get out of town. Yes. Get out of town.
I've also had, and get this, sexual partners before my wife.
I don't believe it. First off, now you're just spouting nonsense.
No. Having no social skills is less of a problem when you're 6'5". Some girls, it just instantly melts the underpants.
All you have to do is be tall. You know what? Also, shout out to our short kings out there. We appreciate all of you as well. I used to call them our little guys, and I realized that came off as pejorative, so I'm calling them our short kings now.
What I'm saying is I'm not claiming to be a great seducer of women. But because I have poor social skills, as said. What I tended to do was just hang out in bars waiting to be seduced by someone. And every now and again it paid off.
Look at that. Who seduces the seducer? Think about that. So how come when you go into your inventory there's a bunch of saws? What are you doing with all these sawzaws?
They're the pitons, you idiot.
Oh, those are the pitons. I thought those were saws.
Oh, well, fair enough, I guess.
It was a little bit like saws. And I learned what a piton was about 15 minutes ago, so I'm a newborn into this world.
And I will say this game doesn't really incentivize you to use your tools much. There's almost always a established climbing route.
They're nice to have, though, if you get like stuck in like a little sticky wicket.
Yeah. Although it is quite a pain in the ass to get a piton into a wall and then hammer it with the other hand.
Sure.
Especially when there's only one hand hold.
Yeah, if you're holding on with one. Yeah, well, I don't even know how you would do that.
Oh, it's you fellas again. How you been?
Little tonguey boys.
Oh shit, I've been grabbed by the tonguey boy.
Oh no, the tonguey boys!
Oh, get off me.
Is there any way to escape them once you get into their clutches?
I don't think so. I mean, apparently they can't pull you towards them if you're clinging to something.
Quadruple Tuning says, what if you're 5'10 and have no social skills? Get a cute dog.
Yeah.
Get a cute dog, take it out for walks and go to a dog park.
Take up new hobbies, meet people. You know.
There you go. Yeah. Learn to do cool jump kicks. If I saw someone who could do a cool jump kick, I wouldn't care how tall there was. I'd want them as my romantic partner.
And accept the fact that there's more to life than random bar hookups, you know?
Think about that.
I mean, I don't really look back on my swinging bachelor days with the kind of fondness with which I look upon my current happily married days.
My goal is to someday be happy. Until then, bachelor life. Boom.
Also, if you just want sex, be open about that. Sometimes ladies are down.
No, plenty of folks are down for that. Absolutely.
Bummer.
Oh no, we got P-toned.
And I'm hearing a rather unsettling gurgling noise, which I think means the water is on its way. Either that or I've got stomach problems.
Oh no. I feel like if I woke up in this white knuckle cylinder, I would just die. I would just choose to die. I wouldn't want to deal with any of this.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised Elliot Rodger couldn't find anyone to fuck.
Who's Elliot Rodger?
You know,
Mr. Rogers?
The dude who did that whole one of the several school shooting massacres in recent history. But this was one who was like the proto-incel who published a manifesto talking about how women are all whores and they should all want him for he was a supreme gentleman.
Sure.
You know, I saw pictures. I thought he was a pretty good-looking dude. I mean, obviously he must have had the most repellent personality you could imagine.
I think that's pretty spot on right there. Yeah.
Because if you're just a good-looking dude, just, hang out in bars and wait.
Yeah. Some people are just broken. Large Mini Frogs, Mr. Rogers was Fred. That's right, Fred Rogers. Shout to Pittsburgh's own Fred Rogers.
Yeah. Fail. I'm trying to do this without pitons. Like,
As God intended.
I don't know who the fuck I think I'm trying to impress.
Yeah, who's like the best climber? Batman trying to get out of Bane's cell?
It's probably one of those guys who climbed that one insane mountain in Yosemite.
Oh, does he have a 2? What's that place I'm thinking of? Not Timbuktu.
No, the
Not Ollie. Flat Peak?
No, it's
Gorge?
No, well, there's plenty of tricky mountains in the world.
Gotta be. I'm not thinking of K2. I don't know what I'm thinking of, but I'm not thinking of K2.
K2 is Kilimanjaro. That's in Africa.
Yeah, no, isn't K2 next to Timbuktu?
What are you on about?
I don't know anything about mountains.
Apparently
I don't know anything about mountains. I know Death Mountain. Half Dome. I was thinking of Half Dome, Curaga. That's what I was thinking of.
El Capitan. That's what I was thinking
El
of.
Capitan. Yeah, K2's not in Africa. K2's in Tibet, right? In India?
I don't know. It's somewhere it's someplace far away.
Really no way to know. Yosemite? Love a Yosemite. What a mountain that is.
Okay, but
Everest, that's a big one.
Okay, but where's Kilimanjaro? That one's African, isn't it?
Kilimanjaro is in Kenya, I believe.
Okay.
K2's in the Himalayas.
Man, I always thought K2 was Kilimanjaro.
I mean, we shouldn't call it K2. Like, K2 could be anything.
Yeah, what is K2, chat? Help us out.
What does that mean? The second K?
Whew. My in-laws are into climbing. They used to be friends with someone who was like a really big professional climber who'd done El Capitan and all that. Apparently he quit after he fucked up a climb at one point and broke both his legs.
Oh, jeez.
Which has got to be the occupational hazard you've got to expect.
Yeah, truly. Pizza Room says, Jesus Christ, get a map. Pizza Room, we're on a fucking stream. That's what y'all are for. Get maps for us.
I'm busy trying to climb
Go to Google Maps, clown.
Busy trying to climb out of this Dark Knight Rises sequence.
Yeah.
Shit.
Someone said that in the comments of one of our windbreakers was like, all these dumb arguments they could just solve by Googling something. And I'm like, motherfucker, we are on a podcast. Yeah. We're not drawing this to a halt to go look up something on fucking Google. That's what y'all are for.
Yeah.
And then afterwards you could tell us about how we were wrong. That's fine.
Check your stream audience privilege.
A lot of privilege going on. I think there's a lot of privilege going on that you guys aren't checking. That's what I think.
My favorite mountain trivia fact is that the mountain Everest is named after the British explorer George Everest.
Wait a minute, why aren't we calling it that?
Because, I don't know. Because people assume it's just referring to the size, you know? It's like the biggest mountain Everest.
The biggest Mount Everest.
But yeah, his name was Everest, and I can only imagine how pissed off the guy would be now to learn of his legacy.
Sure. That he has none. that it's been just supplanted. Like, the name is remembered, but nothing else.
Yeah, no one fucking remembers how to pronounce his name. Of course, I think it's more politically correct to call it by its Nepalese name these days. Although I heard I heard the reason why they had to pick a British name is because the Nepalese had a name for it and the Tibetans had a name for it, and they couldn't agree on what it was.
Sure. And what they found, like, is that's why it has multiple names? Is because
well, that's why it's officially Everest, because the British stepped in and said, "All right, stop that fussing. We'll decide for you if you can't."
Yeah.
If you can't be grown-ups about this.
There's also things that name names change over time. Like, what was it Denali? It was originally Denali and then became McKinley
Matt
after
McKinley.
McKinley, and
Yeah.
then is now Denali again.
Yeah, same with Uluru and Ayers Rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I was wondering why we don't call Mount Everest by the local name, and
Sure.
that's how I learned about the dispute,
Mm-hmm.
and that led to it being called Everest. Okay. Oh look, dithering lighting effects. That's how you
Love
know.
a dither.
That's how you know it's a modern game styled after retro graphics and not actually retro graphics.
A little bit of a dither.
Okay, this one I haven't used yet. This is like the rope arrow in Thief. It's like the spear.
Oh, so you can like throw it and then just climb easily up it?
Yeah, and it makes a rope drop down.
Sure, sure.
But as I say, we so rarely seem to need these things.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Right. Now where? Up here, I'd fancy.
What's going on here? This is a nice little room. Yeah, can we throw that at the enemy? Yeah, can we kill the barn? I mean, we haven't seen a barnacle in a while, but like, are those killable?
Well, it's worth a try.
Murderable?
I mean, we're just supposed to be like speed climbing here.
250 meters. That might be a new high for today.
Noises. Noises for Jesse to compile into a supercut later. Yeah, when a video game mechanic makes you make noises of actual physical exertion, that's how you know you're immersed.
Yeah, yeah. Goober Doober says you can use your hammer against the barnacles.
Oh, really?
I assume Goober Doober's not lying, despite being named Goober Doober 69, which is the sex thing.
Ah, this is new all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're really gonna.
Uh-oh.
We're not climbing anymore. This is just.
That's
The fuck are we supposed to? Oh, you gotta wait for it to clamp and then climb up real quick.
Oh, Jesus,
Zoot
Jesus.
scoot.
Faster,
Zoot scoot.
faster,
Zoot scoot.
faster.
Zoot zoot
Faster,
zoot zoot
faster.
zoot 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 zoot
Ow.
zoot zoot zoot.
Oh, I
Are you
got
dead?
crushed.
Oh,
Got
we
a
were so
Chivo.
close to 300 meters.
Got a Chivo for there.
That's like a new room, though. That was cool.
Well, apparently my record is 352 meters.
Oh, that had to be off stream, right? Yeah, I don't think you got that today, did you?
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah, I've been playing much like Haste. I've been playing a bunch of this off stream as well.
Sure.
Because, again,
Also seems like a good zone out game.
again, it's good for listening to podcasts and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And considering it's a demo, there's it's quite complete. I don't
Yeah.
know how much more they're planning to add to it.
Yeah, I don't know if this one has, if either of these have release dates. I don't think Haste had a release date. And White Knuckle also does not currently have a release date.
You know, after I played Word Atro last time, some people
Yeah.
suggested some other Balatro Scrabble likes that I've been trying out. I was trying out something called OMG Words. Terrible name, but it
Yeah,
is
it's a really bad name.
It is absolutely Scrabble Balatro, way more so than Word Atro was. See, it's got a
Gotcha.
board and everything. I wasn't
A
playing a
ball
game.
and everything.
Yeah, I was playing a game called Birdie Go.
Vertigo.
Birdie
Like
Go.
Vertigo with a birdie?
Yeah, it's sort of like Balatro. It's like Word Atro, but with a sort of bird-related theming going around it.
What up, Javed in the chat says, "How do you guys like Haste? Been following that one for a while. The demo was rad. Yeah, we both really dug it. And Casey liked it too. So
Yeah.
I think that one's got a lot of potential.
Yes. We have just been playing the demo that was rad.
Yeah, the titular rad demo. So this one I didn't realize is White Knuckle is published by Dread XP, who've been publishing a lot of cool small horror games lately. Mortuary Assistant, Man of the Adventurer, My Friendly Neighborhood.
Didn't Dread XP used to be like the name of like a compilation series for like short horror games?
Yeah, they did the Dread X collection where it would be like a bunch of small short experiences. A lot of them were like it was like you found a haunted PS1 demo disc kind of thing.
Yes, with a nice sort of notional connecting thing going on. Those are pretty cool. I think if you've ever played that Cthulhu visual novel, what's it called? Sucker for Love, something like that. That was originally in a Dread X collection.
That's right. There was a game called Spookware, which was also like a little bit like WarioWare, like a spooky WarioWare.
There's a lot of short concept horror games in the world. Turns out horror is a good theme for short games.
Yep. That's why horror short stories are so prevalent.
Yeah, because you can just kill the player and stop. Say, whoa, you got killed by the ghost. That's the end. Good job.
The end. T exists here. Says Lorne's Lure with Casey and Company was also fun, and this looks a little bit sadder and monochromatic. Yeah, Lorne's Lure was something they played for Hidden Gems.
Yeah, that wasn't procedural. A
couple months ago.
That was like actual designed world that I was complaining the lack of.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want actual designed worlds, it's in the indie sphere. You go to the Souls-likes. It's roguelikes and Souls-likes as far as the eye can see. That's all you get.
Yeah. I'm going to run pee really quick. I'll be right back.
Well, goodbye then. Without so much as a bye you leave or a how do you do. Hi everyone, how we doing? Yeah. Whew. Hey, wait a minute. There's handholds on the outside of this thing. Yeah. I do get a lot of Half-Life vibes from this game. I mean, this is basically like a procedural version of the residue processing level.
Security systems compromised.
All right, let's Pete on our way up.
Access detected in restricted zones.
Impressive how you can do that while jumping up into the air. And whoop. Oh,
Back.
Look who's back.
I returned. I peed and I got coffee. A little combo wombo.
Man, that seems like two things that are at odds with each other. It's like
I need the coffee so I can make more pee.
It's like eating while shitting. It just feels wrong.
God, that seems so.
Yeah,
that seems so gross.
Just feels like, you know, I'm not doing anything from a net perspective.
Yeah, net negative.
Yeah.
That's good. We don't need no badges brought up. Star of Providence. Yeah, I bought that. I haven't played it yet. That's the second big mode game. The Donkey published game after Animal Well. Star of Providence just came out, I think, this week, last week. What the fuck? It says June 7th, or it said it came out June 7th, 2017 on Steam. So I don't know what's happening.
That's a ways back.
But what? Oh, it's like a big update or something. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, yeah, it's like a bullet hell shooter that.
Hey, I got to vending machine. Now, you might have
Whoa,
noticed me
what's in
collecting.
here?
You might have noticed me collecting gold cockroaches earlier.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
Unfortunately, I don't have any in this run, but I could have popped them in here and bought one of these tools.
Oh, that's cool.
But now I can't. Oh well.
Rip. Nidaram with a $5 dono. Thank you so much, Nidaram. Good to see you. Been loving this Yahtzee Tries series. Found some games that I would have otherwise overlooked. Have you thought about doing another stream like Chained Together? I feel like it would take like the right game to come along. Chained Together was very fun, but like...
Well, I'm going to have to play Split Fiction soon, and I'm probably going to be playing it with Nick, and like we did with It Takes Two. And he's probably going to want to stream it like we did with It Takes Two.
There you go.
I hear it's quite good, Split Fiction, and going
off
the strength
really
of It Takes Two, I would expect it to be quite good.
Yeah, I was
that
talking to a friend of mine.
It Takes Two was like Game of the Year, and it was almost my Game of the Year. In fact,
I was talking to in what was that, 22, 21?
Whatever.
It was like whatever year it was a relatively weak year, but still impressive.
Yeah, still a good game.
Yeah. I was talking to a friend of mine who's finished it, and they said that the thing that shocks them the most is even more so than It Takes Two is how fully fleshed out an idea or a mechanic will be that they use for like 4 minutes of the game.
Yeah, that was.
And then just move on to the next thing,
It Takes Two had a lot of that. What a turnaround! I mean, when you consider the game that the dude brought out before It Takes Two was A Way Out, which I thought was fucking awful.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is like 100% turned from like minus 100 to plus 100.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive, really.
Ooh, that would be interesting to look at. What is the biggest like glow ups from one game to the next? Because we always talk about like how developers fall off.
Yeah, well, that'd probably be it for me.
Yeah,
that would be my nomination.
What did you think of his first game, Brothers?
It was okay. I struggled to remember much about it.
Yeah. I mean, it did the interesting thing where you controlled the two of them at the same time using the two analog sticks.
Yeah, he's weirdly obsessed with dual gameplay, this dude.
Yeah, I think he's like he's a brother. I mean, a lot of people are brothers, but I think he's like very...
Well, it started
the
because
idea of being a brother is very important to him.
I think it started because he was like a brother, and it's still happening because he now has 2 daughters. There!
Oh, you got slapped. Oh, no!
I don't even know what happened there.
Oh, you got over 300, though, this time.
I pulled a lever, and something went to shit.
You got very high.
Ho hum. Start again.
Beautiful.
Pick yourself up, dust yourself down, start all over again.
You know what I've been... I guess the opposite of a glow-up is a follow-up that I'm a little bummed by, just because it's a genre I care about way less, is this 33 Immortals game, which is the follow-up to Spiritfarer. It's a 33-player co-op action game. You know what? I don't want to play a game with one other person, let alone 32 other people.
No, I'm filled with dread by the prospect.
Yeah.
Why 33? Are they all filling very specific roles?
I think so. It's like 33 unique kind of like warriors. It's been in either early access or like beta for a long time. And I keep getting... It's like an action co-op roguelike. And I'm like, this isn't what I wanted. Y'all made Spiritfarer. Make something like that again. Let me feel something.
Maybe this game will make you feel something.
Feel fucking fart noise.
Ow, 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 ow. Tired hands. White hands. What happens if you try to jump down right as it's closing? You probably die.
You probably die. You would probably die. We don't know. Badger says, I think it's cool for a studio or dev to do different things. I do too, But I just personally think when the different thing is something I don't care about, I get less excited.
Yes, I hate when a single-player developer tries to do multiplayer, especially if it's a single-player developer whose single-player games I really like.
Yeah.
Because I don't like multiplayer. What can I
No.
say?
We are who we are.
I don't like other people.
Except for Nick, your new best friend in Split Fiction.
Well, more sort of grudgingly tolerated, needed partner.
Literally the only way to play it is multiplayer.
Yeah. I mean, damn it, I feel so boxed in. I really liked It Takes Two. So now obviously I have to play another fucking co-op multiplayer game to see if it's as good.
And it's just been getting real, like the reviews are just really good too. And I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be good.
I got to play in front of...
Sure, I'll enjoy it.
You know, part of it's, having to deal with another person, like wrecking your immersion and shit. Part of it's having to organize your schedule with
yeah.
another person so they can
Yeah.
play it with you when you just want to get it done. Well, that's more of a game reviewer complaint.
Sure. Well, just wait. If you, in a couple of years, your kids will be old enough to where you could rope one of them in to a game like that.
I've watched them play video games. They suck.
Well, in a few years, they might be good enough. Like It Takes Two, I feel like an 8-year-old could have co-op that with me.
Really good at Pokemon Snap, maybe.
Hell yeah!
I ain't no use to me.
Containment breach in Bio-Research Lab 5. Do not approach the lab without proper clearance.
Jonathan Ross said, Marty, are you excited for the Suikoden anime? I'm curious about the Suikoden anime. I'm excited for Suikoden 1 and 2 remastered. I'm picking that up on Switch tomorrow. Yeah.
I agree. You are very curious.
Yeah, a little Suikoden curious. Yeah, Konami's I'm also just I want to know what's going on with Konami. Like we got a new Snake Eater coming out. The Silent Hill 2 remake did pretty well for them. Like none of this is internal Konami, but I'm just curious if they're going to be able to pull a Capcom and kind of pull up from their nosedive.
I mean, the Silent Hill 2 remake was all right if you like that sort of thing.
I do like that
But
sort of thing.
it didn't require much in the way of creative energy, did it?
No.
It was all they already had the blueprint.
Sure. Yeah, I'm
So-
curious what it sounds like. Bloober Team is doing something else in the Silent Hill universe, whether that's a
Well,
1
going
plus
by their
3
original
remake.
games, such as the Medium, it's probably going to suck.
Well, unless it's just another remake. If you just remake 3, like,
Well, as I've frequently said, I think 3 is overrated.
ooh, that's because you haven't experienced it with the Bloober Sheen on it.
The fucking bloober sheen. That sounds like a technical term in whaling. Hey, don't put that ambergris in the box yet. It's still got bloober sheen on it.
That was a very specific joke that I liked.
Thank you.
Purple Marauder with 50 Norwegian kroner. Thank you so much, Purple Marauder, over in YouTube. I now have played Citizen Sleeper 1. We'll report back next week on number 2. I liked 1. It made me feel things. Looking forward to 2.
Yes, it also made me feel things that I wrote
Yeah.
about, that you can hear about in last week's Fully Ramblematic.
Yeah, if you like 1, I think you feel like you're a shoo-in to
Yeah,
enjoy 2.
I played 2 because I enjoyed 1, and then I enjoyed 2. I think we're done here. Okay, 250 meters. Don't fuck it up, Yachts. Collect some gold bugs, like it's a Richard Scarry book.
Moonbase in YouTube says, agreed, Metal Gear Solid 3 is overrated. They should have started with Metal Gear Solid 1. Let's just, on the record, he said Silent Hill 3 is overrated. He didn't say anything about Metal Gear Solid 3.
I have never played Metal Gear Solid 3, and that's surprising considering I've played every other Metal Gear Solid game.
I'm excited for you to go. Obviously, you're going to be going in raw with this remake.
Well, I've seen I've watched playthroughs of Metal Gear Solid 3. I know what happens in it.
Yeah.
I know there's this really cool boss fight with the Sorrow towards the end, where you're
Yeah.
confronted with all the dudes you've killed. which is a great way to gamify moral choice.
Yeah.
And there's that dude called
Cool
Thea
ladder.
with a really long tongue who eats frogs.
Got a very big tongue. Oh my gosh. It is so big.
Okay, let's finally use some of these fucking things.
I like that last year, Jamate raw dogged Silent Hill 2. This year, you're raw dog in Metal Gear Solid 3.
I suppose I am at that.
Each year, there's a raw dogger of the year. Who will
What's the
next
last-
year's be?
What's the last
Find
thing
out.
you raw dogged?
Oh, it's a great question. Machi. Last remake I played where I never played the original. That's a good question. Gotta stop replaying all the same games. That's my problem. I'm just fucking replaying Chrono Trigger now. Let me tell you. That's a great game.
I've heard that.
It's celebrating its 30th birthday on Tuesday. Did you get it anything?
Just like pretty much every game is. I mean, it's the video game industry is about 30 years old, so that's to be expected, I suppose.
There you go.
Okay, the floor's going weird on me,
Oh no.
and I can't see very well. Aha.
Climbing over there.
Okay, take a little break. Rest my hands.
Just hang out in this little nook.
Oh, yeah. I'm a pro. You know, I feel like your hands shouldn't lose energy when you're on a ladder.
Yeah, because your feet are doing the work. I mean, you don't even know. Do you even have feet? Do you even know what we are?
I guess not. I guess I'm a mysterious torso entity.
Yeah.
Oh, shit! Shit!
Oh no!
God damn it! Oh my god. I matched
That was
my
a
record.
You destroyed your record.
I matched my record to
No,
two
that's a new record.
to 2 decimal places.
No, you didn't. This is your new record.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
you
thought-
smashed the record by like 50.
I thought some incredible coincidence had occurred.
Yeah. No, you did great. If only there was an avenue for you to write more about the frustrations that could stem from one wrong jump in a first-person game.
Huh. Funny you should say that, Marty. But this may well come up in tomorrow's Semi-Ramblematic for those
Incredible.
who are recurring viewers of my material.
Incredible.
Material.
I'm excited to my material get a stand-up comedian.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I am now. I mean, a lot of my stuff I could probably work into a stand-up bit, but
Sure,
I'd just be like,
yeah.
I'd just be like reciting a script.
You could mold it into a tight 15. Yeah, I'm excited. I haven't watched Matt's cut of the video, but I like that script quite a bit, so I'm excited for tomorrow.
I'm glad you did. Although you have to say that.
No, if I didn't like a script, I just don't say anything.
I don't think you.
I never say I didn't like
I don't
the
think
script,
you've
but-
ever said you didn't like one of my semi-emblematic scripts.
I know, but if I don't say anything, that means I don't like it. So there you go.
Well, either I'm really good or you're a huge sucker.
Chibachi. I think we've proven that I just have low standards in most things. So I'm out here drinking Coors Light and Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh, what a jump! Did you see that?
That was really good. That felt like you grabbed that by your fingertips.
Whew. Yeah, like you can't really appreciate that in shit like Uncharted.
No,
Like,
no.
Is Nathan Drake only just grabbing something by his fingertips? We don't know. He just always seems to win somehow.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was ominous. There was just a PA announcement that simply said, "Warning, don't panic." And
Yeah,
that's-
well,
and
no, I'm
that was
panicking
it,
now.
and that was it.
Now I'm extremely worried.
Yeah, there's an old "How to Irritate People" sketch from an old BBC sketch show about airline pilots who were bored, and they just go on the PA announcer and say, "Can I have your attention, please? There's absolutely no reason to panic. And then they all just laugh.
But you're like, no, that's not good. That's cruel.
Oof.
Ooh, that's a good oofta.
Oof, 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 oof. Speed climbing, speed cockroach grabbing, speed...
Look at that.
Speed piton picking up.
Speed cockroach grabbing.
Yeah. Oof. By the way, there's cans of meat as well, and you can eat them, and it restores your health instantly. But, you know, the act of getting stuff out of your inventory is kind of too much of a hassle to bother with it, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I get that putting in a new piton has to be complicated as you wrangle your hands and what you're holding on to.
Sure, sure.
But I feel like if you've got like a restorative item, it should be a little easier to just use.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I need to get over there with my javelins.
Your javelins.
Okay, okay, stunt jump. Hey! Oof!
I believe in you.
Oh, I didn't even need a javelin. There's all these pitons here.
Look at that. Living the Piton dream.
I was saying earlier, this game reminds me of certain bits of Half-Life.
Yeah.
Especially
I would agree with that.
Yeah, like the residue processing level.
Mm-hmm. I actually remember that level.
Or the blast pit level. Where you were also in a cylindrical chamber.
Yeah. It was not never ending though. Well, I guess this isn't probably never ending, but it feels never ending. I wonder, is it like, I assume there's an end to this, right?
I have no idea. I mean, it is a demo.
Yeah.
Ostensibly. But I haven't gotten to an ending. Hachimachi.
Oh, what a jump.
Alright, Piton time.
Piton.
Yes. Just call me Piton Pan.
Ah!
Just call me
like
Piton Molyneux.
Ah! Oh no, you're not going to deliver now.
Just call me Piton Postlethwaite.
Oh! That was a rare Pete Postlethwaite joke. Not him. I hope he's doing well.
He's got to be pretty old now.
Yeah, I think he's extremely old, actually.
He looked old and about ready to die in like movies in the 90s. Okay, I think what I'm going to need to do... Oh no, actually I just noticed that wall over there.
Walls, walls, walls.
Yeah. Shake it off, hand.
Oh, he died in 2011. Rest in power, Pete Postlethwaite.
Sucks.
I thought you were going to say sucker. I was like, listen, we're all going to die someday.
What would our audiences best know Pete Postlethwaite from, I wonder?
I know him from, he's like the lawyer in The Usual Suspect.
Yes, he's Mr. Kobayashi.
Mr. Kobayashi, yeah.
He's in a bunch of British films like Brassed Off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Jurassic Park 2. That's right. Although
Oh
that's
yeah, he was the asshole.
a lesser seen Jurassic Park.
He was the asshole mercenary man.
Yeah. The asshole mercenary, man.
Aren't they always?
Yeah, there's never like a mercenary with a heart of gold.
Unless they're like the hero of a game.
I guess Solid Snake is a mercenary with a heart. Well, he's not. Yeah, he's kind of a mercenary. Is he a mercenary? No.
Well, he mainly works for the government.
Yeah.
Although after that, he was working for like his own environmental company that essentially targeted Metal Gears.
That him and Otacon started.
Yeah, so I guess he was like a self-employed mercenary at that point.
Do you think he had to do his taxes? Like, did he have to like go through the pain in the ass stuff that we have to go through by being independent contractors?
I think the whole reason he basically lived on a plane in like the fourth game was to avoid like having to pay taxes for any government.
So no one asked any weird questions about why you're raising this strange girl up in the air who's just making you a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, they were basically in hiding because like they were on the run from the law from a bunch of countries.
Yeah.
In fact, the original ending of Metal Gear Solid 4 featured Snake and Otacon being executed by firing squad.
Well, that's not good. I'm glad they didn't go with that. Although counterpoint, that would have been kind of a sick ending.
Don't kill Otacon. He deserves a happy life now.
Except for every time he tries to sleep with someone, bad things happen.
Well, that was the gag when he was mentioned in the optional conversation in Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. They say, like when you meet Sunny, she's like, yeah, he's doing all right, but can't seem to hang on to a sex partner very long. Oh shit! The water's coming to get me.
You're doing fine. You're doing fine.
I'm
doing
panicking.
Fine. I have no idea where we're even trying to go now.
Oh, I don't know where to go. Help! Help!
You ascended to 350. You beat your previous high.
Oh, I died.
Yep.
Oh well, that's the end.
That was your second best one.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of the stream then.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Preston, this was the game White Knuckle.
Yes.
Which you can check out on Steam and play for yourself right now.
White Knuckle. It's a demo, a free demo, a surprisingly extensive free demo I haven't gotten to the end of. It's first-person climbing that's not Valley Peaks or any other ones.
You're not playing a weird frog.
What was that game? I Am Alive. Do you remember that?
Was that the one that had it was by like it had key art by the person who did the Metal Gear key art?
No, that's Left Alive. I Am Alive was like a survival game by Ubisoft where you had to manage your stamina while climbing across buildings.
I definitely don't remember that too. No, I thought that was the same game. I didn't play either of them.
Well, never mind then. Well, that'll be the end of the stream. I was Yahtzee. I was joined by Marty. Our names almost rhyme.
Oh, look at that.
And don't forget to watch Fully Ramblematic today. It was on the subject of Avowed. And all the chat's being really shitty at me because I didn't slag it off. I don't know what these people want from me anymore.
Sometimes you just like something. We can't lie to you, chat. We can only tell you the truth about mountains and whatnot.
No, I mean, as I said in my extra punctuation on addressing people who say I hate all video games, I have never lied about my opinion. Like all these people saying, oh, he's just deliberately contrarian. No, I would never lie about something like that. I genuinely enjoyed playing Avowed and look forward to playing it every day during the time I was playing it.
Look at that. Think about that, weenies.
I enjoyed it. Fucking sue me. Well, if you want a slightly longer summary of that statement, watch Fully Ramblematic today. Also, you could watch Semi-Ramblematic tomorrow, which will be on the subject of... well, I won't give it away. Go watch it. It'll be fun.
We had some hints to something similar-ish to the game we've been playing here.
Yes. The topic of platforming in first-person shooters will come up.
Yep.
What else this week? I think that's it for me this week. What else we got?
Yeah, we'll have coming back in an hour. There's no Metroid today, but Casey, Jess, and Jamate have all been devouring Monster Hunter Wilds, and so they'll be jamming through some of that co-op in an hour. Tune in for that, and then Firelink tomorrow evening at the normal time, and we should have a roundup video that myself, Jesse, Jess, and Casey worked on about some of our favorite demos from Next Fest that you should check out, including the aforementioned Haste. That should be up tomorrow or Friday, probably.
All right. Well, that's what you can expect from Second Wind coming up. But for right now, I got to say toodly pipski.
Toodly pipski.
What
does that mean? Toodly pipski.
Well, it's toodle pip, but with a ski on the end.
It's Polish? Polish toodle pip?
If you like. Can I stop the stream now?
I like it. You can stop stream whenever.